to me, click.
Stephen A., the news again coming in moments ago. Kevin Durant heading to the Golden State Warriors. How are you viewing this move from Durant?
The answer to the question everybody wants to know. LeBron, what's your decision?
Well, I'm viewing it as the weakest move I've ever seen from a superstar. Plain and simple. That's just how I look at it.
In this fall, man, very tough.
And you depart for the team that beat you when you're on the cusp of getting to the finals yourself?
In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
And for him to go on there and drag us through the mud for 7 years and stab us in the heart.
I think it's a scapegoat move to try to ease your way into a championship.
So KD against his former team.
LeBron James and the Miami Heat at Quicken Loans Arena on a night unlike any other.
I think the definition of greatness is to inspire the people next to you.
People are always saying about the talk, and I talk, and I talk, and I talk, but guess who can walk?
Be the best player in the league. I don't see why.
Start with LeBron James, the Ohio high school basketball sensation, who everyone can see tonight on ESPN2. Mike, I come from an area where they televise the high school football game of the week, and so I have nothing against putting high school kids on TV, and I think there's news value in seeing LeBron James. But I can't get the word exploitation out of my mind. Help me out. How come I feel so uneasy about this?
I can't help you, Tony, because I feel uneasy about it, too. My father had a phrase, too much, too soon. And that doesn't just apply to LeBron James. It applies to all these kids now. Culturally, I don't know how any kid can be ready for this. You know that Adidas and Nike are apparently at war over this kid already?
How much pressure do you have to make day one the awesome?
By just doing what I know how to do.
How much pressure do you feel?
There's no pressure. There's no pressure at all. I've been getting pressure since I was 10 years old. I don't think there's no pressure for me because I'm doing something that I love to do. And that's play the game of basketball. I'm doing the same thing that y'all love to do. And that's, y'all like to watch me play basketball. If I ask y'all that question, y'all gonna say the same thing. I mean, is there any pressure to ask me these questions? There's no pressure because y'all know how to do what y'all do, right?
With the first pick in the 2003 NBA draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select LeBron James.
I've been around for, hopefully the average 10 to 15 years, but I'm just trying to do the best I can.
We have better players than him in this position already on our team, though.
Because LeBron is just going to add to what we need. I don't think you can really just bring a high school player in. You know what I'm saying? He can just hop on our bandwagon.
I'm not going to guarantee no championship, I tell you that. I just hope that they accept me for who I am as a basketball player, especially as a person. I hope I can put a lot of smiles back on the people's faces in Cleveland.
Here he comes the other way. There's your first James Jam of his career. Probably the most anticipated debut of any first-year athlete in any sport. Here's Curtis with a high dribble.
Very few players have that combination of speed and size and athleticism.
Coming to the NBA, and he's the only one who's ever been really good at 18. I mean, 18 years ago, come into the NBA, live up to the hype. It's one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life.
NBA most valuable player.
Breakaway for the Cavs. Gets it to LeBron.
He always leaves his speechless, I'll tell you.
No way. There's an earthquake in Cleveland, Ohio.
LeBron's pass was exquisite.
The youngest of 15,000.
Obliterated by LeBron James.
LeBron James hit the big shot. Again.
2 in a row, NBA MVP LeBron James. Gets it, fires up a quick three. Won't go. Smith the rebound, back out, stolen by House, and that'll do it. The Celtics are going back to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time.
Fallout of this one game has been minutely examined and is being considered a referendum on LeBron's entire NBA career to this point.
The Orlando Magic is topic A. As a matter of fact, there's topic A, B, C, D, and E in the NBA circles today.
He had a terrible game. You know what he looked like?
What?
He looked to me like a guy who knew he was leaving town.
Boston Celtics with the huge upset. They advance to the conference finals. And Cleveland fans wondering if that's the last time he'll take off a Cavalier jersey.
No, he's not going to leave his home state and the team closest to his hometown. He's not going to run out on his people.
I think you have to leave at least a little wiggle room for Cleveland, Chicago, and New York.
You are now looking live at the King, LeBron James, about to sit down with Jim Gray and tell the world his decision about where he's going to play next year.
Still a nail biter?
I have a little bit, not of late.
Well, you've had everybody else biting their nails, so I guess it's time for them to stop chewing. The answer to the question everybody wants to know. LeBron, what's your decision?
In this fall, man, this is very tough. In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
Miami Heat. That was the conclusion you woke up with this morning.
That was the conclusion I woke up with this morning.
We've supported him for 7 years now, and for him to go on there and drag us through the mud for 7 years and stab us in the heart, he deserves everything he gets. I hope he never wins anything in Miami.
Not 2, not 3, not 4.
I think it was very arrogant, and I think it was a slap in the face to the city.
Not 5, not 6.
I feel horrible, disappointed.
Not 7.
I can't believe that he would do that to Cleveland. I hope he never wins any championships wherever he's at. And he's a loser, he's not a winner.
You're going to be here, you're going to be in if you're not, then just be gone. But you could have gave us the decency of letting us know before you let the national media know and the world know and embarrass us in the process.
I'm not going to guarantee no championship. I tell you that. I try to do the best I can. I just hope that they accept me for who I am as a basketball player, and especially as a person. I hope I can put a lot of smiles back on people's faces in Cleveland.
Going through my first 7 years in the NBA, I was always the liked one, and to be on the other side. They call it the dark side or the villain, whatever they call it. It was definitely challenging for myself. It was a situation I'd never been in before, and it took a long time to adjust to it.
You feel the hate. You sort of feel all this, and people burning your jersey on TV. What does that turn you into?
When you start to hear the villain, now you have to be the villain. And I started to buy into it. I started to play the game of basketball at a level or at a mind state that I've never played at before. Being angry.
For 7 seasons, LeBron James wore the colors of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then came the decision. And tonight comes the return. And moments ago, he took to the court in Cleveland. I've been around basketball for 25 to 30 years and have never seen an electricity in a building and the intensity in a building for a regular season game. This feels like the NBA Finals right now. And this
like a game 7 tonight. I just hope nothing bad happens.
6'8" from State High School, number 6, LeBron James. There is extensive security here, but you don't want to see some wacko run out of the court or items being thrown. Incidentally, beverages are being served only in paper cups as a precaution. LeBron with the jumper. That's a great sign. Got it by making that move. James with a beautiful move. Anthony has checked in for Miami. Here is James drilling it. Guarding LeBron James, and LeBron James for 3. LeBron James over at the Cavaliers bench. It's a 9. Here's James off the fence.
to say to them if you could?
7 great years. Loved every part. Loved every moment from the growth when I was an 18-year-old kid to a 25-year-old man. And I got the utmost respect for this franchise, utmost respect for these fans, and just continue the greatness for myself here in Miami and try to get better every day.
Kevin Durant from the University of Texas, the most complete perimeter big man since Kevin Garnett. He's got every skill that you want in a player. He can shoot it, he can post, he can rebound. He's got it all, and he's an absolute scoring machine. Faced every defense you can possibly imagine, still scored about 26 points per game, was player of the year, consensus the first ever as a freshman. And his skill set and size fits the current NBA game of speed and skill. He's got it all. And in another year, Fred and Greg, he would have been the first pick. But because Greg Oden's in this draft, the prototype center that's going to be a championship-level player, I think he's going to be the second pick.
With the second pick in the 2007 NBA draft, the Seattle Supersonics select Kevin Durant from the University.
It goes back to the way he was raised, his background, his young coaches that were there with him at an early stage in his life. They kept him out of trouble and taught him that if you're going to be good at this game, you got to work hard. You know his saying that hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work. Somebody forgot to tell him he was talented.
And when you talked about this in the last 40 years, Michael Jordan was 6'6". Kobe Bryant was 6'7", 6'6". So when you're watching these guys, even LeBron James is 6'9". But Kevin Durant is a full, 3-4 inches taller than all of these guys. He is with that length. He is the most unguardable human that's ever been created from an offensive standpoint. Can shoot, can dribble, can pass, can drive, can do everything.
Broadway with a right hand slam, and he got fouled. My goodness.
Durant actually had position. Sweeping down, they finished second in the first. And a great jam inside by Durant.
In a tie game, Durant for three for the win. He's got it! He's got it! He's got it! A half a second remaining, and Durant has done it again! To the rim! Oh, my goodness! Kevin Durant! In a pull-up for the lead, and he drills it. Kevin Durant. 15 and a half seconds left, and look at Durant putting on a show! And one!
Durant swings past everybody for the emphatic jam.
Now I got a piece of that one. Almost out of bounds somehow. Durant. Let's go! The 2013-14 Kia NBA Most Valuable Player.
Western Conference Finals taking a turn that none of us expected. The Warriors lost back-to-back games for the first time this season as the Thunder dominated them in Game 4 and the champs on the brink of elimination.
I have never, ever seen Steph Curry attacked by a player the way Russell Westbrook has been attacking him. But the real key here is that there's a superstar in Kevin Durant who's really shining. They have to respond. I told you it was cold red yesterday. You know it's damn sure cold red right now.
I must say I agree with every point you just made.
Final seconds, here's waiting. That will do it. The series lives on.
The biggest difference last night to me was Steve Kerr and the changes and adjustments that he did finally make in this series.
I anticipate that the Oklahoma City Thunder, albeit with the pressure mounting on their shoulders because they need to win Game 6 and avoid a return to the Oracle for Game 7, they're confident they can get the job done, and I anticipate that that's exactly what their mindset is.
Free from Thompson, and that is an NBA record. His 10th three-pointer.
Pretty quiet in here. You held up 7 fingers. What do you imagine Game 7 is going to be like now that you got it back home?
Take care of business at home. So we got a great opportunity.
I religiously state that Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook are 2 of the 5 best players in the game. But we have to call it like we saw it. That was a choke job in Game 6. There is no other way to slice it. And as a result, may have cost their team a trip
to the finals.
The Warriors still are becoming only the 10th team out of 243 to win a best-of-7 series while trailing 3 games to 1.
Stephen A., the news again coming in moments ago, Kevin Durant heading to the Golden State Warriors. How are you viewing this move from Durant?
Well, I'm viewing it as the weakest move I've ever seen from a superstar. Plain and simple. That's just how I look at it. Because he's there with Draymond and Iguodala and Clay.
Try this. When they play 5 out now.
It allows them to disguise Steph Curry even more. Damn it, it ain't fair.
From a personal side, I'm disappointed. I was disappointed like I was disappointed when LeBron went to Miami. That has given me the opportunity to win the championship and grow as a person and also grow as a man. And I think Golden State presented that to him more so than OKC.
He's joining the team that he couldn't beat in the Western Conference playoffs.
And you depart for the team that beat you?
Can you imagine a great Michael Jordan said, you know what, I can't beat the Pistons. I'm going to go play for the Pistons. No, he got more joy beating the Pistons winning. It was a sense to me of pride and purpose to beat the other great. I never wanted to play with them. Kind of gravy train on a terrific Warriors team. You can use any words you want to. I think it's a scapegoat move to try to ease your way into a championship.
I know you guys think I forgot Russ, but I could speak all night about Russell. An emotional guy who will run through a wall for me. I don't take it for granted. I love you. A lot of people put unfair criticism on you as a player, and I'm the first to have your back through it all. Just stay the person you are, man. Everybody loves you here. I love you.
Last month, you were quoted in USA Today as saying that perceived tension between you and Russell Westbrook and your old team. The word you used was fake drama. What leads you to kind of...
They're trying to get in between this thing and make it bigger than what it is. Obviously Russell wasn't going to hear that interview I had about me just talking about my teammates I have now. And, so someone in Oklahoma City phrased to him as if I was calling them selfish. So, it's that easy. It's that easy for the media to twist something up and for the media to, make a feud between us.
Media ain't trying to do a damn thing, Kevin Durant. You did it when you left, and you didn't even have the decency to see him face to face, man to man, and tell him. Or for that matter, pick up the phone and tell him. You decided that he was gonna find out like everybody else found out with the news. And that's what put Russell Westbrook back. So understand, let's put this in perspective. And it's very, very important that we understand this. Because he may not have been intentional in doing it. It may have been very, very hard for him just to look this guy in the face that he called his little brother all of these years and say, I'm leaving.
Don't leave me hanging, don't leave me.
And you say that former player, should we say his name? It's KD, right? That's who we're talking about? KD against his former team.
My advice to him is just let the game come, don't try to do too much.
This is the T-shirt they walked in with this morning. This is what's on the front. And this is what's on the back. That would be a cupcake. I think that's a pretty good indicator.
I know they're bitter, but there should be some respect.
Instinctual reaction of fans is going to be to put
forward 6'9" from Texas, number 35, Kevin Durant.
Something to do with the diminishing of the booze.
Durant knocks that one down. Durant fires away and knocks down the three. Got it and one. Kevin Durant. Robertson right on him. Durant drives and finishes strong. And Durant now trying to come alive. He's got 13. Durant ahead of the pack. Durant the hand on the crossover. The pull-up. Durant your spot and elevate it. That's all-time great offense. The Pistols going to have to step in sooner or later. As these former star teammates jawing at each other. Like, I guarantee you that has happened time and time again when they were teammates practicing against one another. Now Durant and Robertson go forehead to forehead. Durant still talking to him. Durant way downtown. Bang! Kevin Durant drills the three-pointer. And here's the booze from the crowd as Golden State goes up 19.
So, once again, none of the players exchanged hugs or anything like that. Does that mean something to you?
Not at all.
All right, Kevin, congratulations.